I never started out to be a founder. If someone had told me when I was younger that I would be the executive director of a company, I wouldn't have paid them any attention. Growing up, I wanted to be a ballerina. I wanted to be on stage in a professional ballet company, under the lights, in front of audiences, anything that had to do with performing. And I loved choreography. I would spend hours in my room making up dances and movement, and this was long before TikTok made everyone a choreographer. The thing that fascinates me so much about choreography is that I can take the ideas that are in my head and I can see them come to life on actual bodies of dancers on stage in front of audiences. So fast forward through my professional career, and as an executive director, I've discovered a different way that I can take the ideas that are in my head and this time see them come to life through projects and programs and a nonprofit organization that provides value to the community. I've become an arts entrepreneur. And today, I'm going to paint a picture of my arts entrepreneurship journey. Tell you a little bit about why I started my company, and then discuss the 5 steps that I took as a young artist to understand the value in listening to my own voice. My company's name is Dance Canvas, and I picked that name because I needed a way to explain choreography to people who didn't understand what it was. So I oftentimes use the analogy of a painter, a visual artist, that uses a canvas and paints and puts a painting to go into a gallery in front of their audiences. My company does that for emerging choreographers. We provide them a blank canvas, a stage, to present their work to audiences. Hence, Dance Canvas. Growing up, I wasn't introduced to leadership and management and business in the ballet world, although now I definitely see the importance of that for artists, especially those that are going to want to create programs or organizations, actually anyone that wants to create that. I also saw in the ballet world that there was a need for diverse voices, and also the lack of platforms for young artists to break into the industry. So that was my step number 1, finding the need. So remember that dream I had of being a ballerina? It came true. I was a professional dancer with ballet companies across the country, and I am a choreographer. But when I was leaving the ballet world and venturing into choreography, that path was very difficult as a young artist. It's very expensive to self-produce a performance, and also many major companies don't want to take the risk on a new artist. I realized that I couldn't be the only one in that situation. Also, I lived in Atlanta, and Atlanta then is not the same dance city that it is today. I had heard stories about this vibrant dance community in the 80s and 90s in Atlanta, but by early 2000s, when I was starting my company, Dance Canvas, there really was only Atlanta Ballet, which was this big organization, as well as a few smaller, long-standing organizations. But there wasn't a place for new artists to develop and work and have it presented. And I thought I could fill that need and fill a void that was in our community through Dance Canvas. That led me to step number 2, which was knowing the market. I took the time to talk to people because I knew what I thought the need was, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't just an assumption. So I had conversations and grew my network and started talking to people that were making the arts happen in Atlanta. What was missing? What did they think was needed? What expertise did I have that I could lend to this community and to artists? And how could I stay true to what it was that I wanted to do while providing something new for the community. That led me to step number 3, which was discovering the differentiation factor. What made Dance Canvas different than any other dance company? Well, the thing that made us different is that we weren't a traditional dance company. I knew that I didn't want to manage a company of dancers from pretty early on. And I also knew that I wanted to provide those resources that I didn't have when I was branching out into choreography. I wanted to provide opportunities, and I wanted to provide stages and studio space to young artists that were in need of it to break into this industry. We weren't a dance company in the traditional sense. We weren't a service organization. We weren't a presenter. But that's okay. I carved out our own niche and started to drill down on the values that were important to me. Professionalism, diversity, relatability. Also, the spirit of collaboration and inclusivity. All of those things were so important to Dance Canvas, and still are. Oh, and a big one, organizational culture. I made sure that my organization embodied what made me love this industry so much. And I still, to this day, say to every cast that comes in to work with us, we have to have fun while doing it. No drama, all love, because we don't get paid enough as artists to do what we do. So once I laid the groundwork for our company, the 4th step creeped in, which was understanding the mission and avoiding mission creep. So, as a young founder, creating an organization that needed money, it was very easy for me to stray from our mission. Dance Canvas's mission is to provide opportunities and venues to increase the awareness of professional dance in Atlanta. So I would tell people that. And then I would get asked to send choreographers for wedding dances, or dances to birthday parties, or all other types of different things. And it made me think that people didn't understand what it was that we were doing, or they didn't understand professional concert dance. Or maybe it was something different. Maybe I wasn't telling our story correctly. Maybe I wasn't promoting what it is that Dance Canvas does. So I drilled down more and more to make it really clear what it was that we do. Choreographer career development, youth leadership and outreach, so that I could teach the business and the leadership to young artists that want to grow in this industry. And then audience engagement. Because through those misunderstandings and those interactions, I realized that I could use this company to build understanding about what professional dance is. And as Dance Canvas was growing, and I was learning more about arts entrepreneurship, as I sat through entrepreneurship sessions, I would hear this term about competitive edge. In the arts, I think it's something different. Now, when we were first starting out, there were people that viewed us as competition, that we were taking audiences from them, or that our performance dates were not aligning. And it was very easy to be in competition with these other arts organizations. Step 5 for me was seeing the bigger picture, collaboration versus competition. I know that if we grow interest and if we grow the value of the arts in the community, every arts organization in Atlanta grows. And so I did not look at other arts organizations or dance organizations as competition. The success of the arts community as a whole meant that Dance Canvas would be more successful. Plus, I love collaboration, not competition. I would make sure that Dance Canvas was in partnerships that would build the arts community as a whole in Atlanta. So collaboration is at the heart of all of the programs that we do. So, the 5 steps that I followed as an arts entrepreneur: finding the need, knowing the market, discovering the differentiation factor, understanding your mission and avoiding mission creep, and number 5, seeing the bigger picture, collaboration versus competition, allowed me to develop a very strong organization that has provided services to thousands of artists and youth and community members. That dream I had to be a ballerina, well, it grew and it blossomed, and the passion behind that allowed me to create a vision for an arts organization that has been thriving in our community. Dance Canvas is at the end of our 13th season. We've definitely had some growing pains, took leaps of faith, and now faced a pandemic heads on. And although I don't know what the future will bring, the thing that I love the most about arts entrepreneurship is picturing the possibilities and then continuing to take the ideas that are in my head and seeing them become reality. Thank you.